Okay, guys, here you go. Oh, my screen is so. Hey, let me clear my screen. I didn't realize my screen was so cloudy. Hey, Sunny, how are you? I'm just getting on to give you guys some tips. Wait a minute, let me show you something. You was waiting for this? Really? Wisdom for today. Here you go. Let me clear. Okay, so here is your wisdom for your day. Wednesday wisdom. Thanks for sharing. If you guys saw my, let me go out. Let me go out. I need to go in my kitchen area so I can get a better. But you guys get a chance to see my office again. But actual people here. These are my kitchen. Okay. They hate when my staff hate when I record them, so I couldn't let them know that I was doing that. Okay, so I had to go to my kitchen real quick. So if you see my post from yesterday, you will see that I actually gave you a tour. Thanks for tweeting. Thanks for inviting followers. I actually gave you a tour of my office. But and I gave you a tour of my office. And thanks for the hearts. And the second thing I did is I gave you the time management tips that my staff read this morning. I put it up there last night and they read this morning and they were super tickled. But you know, basically they read them. So me as a boss, as a leader, as a motivator, as an inspirer, I'm glad that they read them and they can start applying those things. And just really, I used to teach a concept called start, stop, continue. And I'll apply that to some of my upcoming wisdom or lessons. And essentially, you need to start doing something, you need to stop doing something, and you need to continue doing something. Okay. I'm getting some mail. Sorry, thanks. All right, no problem. Yeah, that's fine. So that's basically what you have to start. You have to, there's something that you have been avoiding starting that you need to start today. You need to stop doing something that's wasting time, that's wasting money, that's wasting energy, that's unproductive, and you need to continue. Maybe you have something that you've been doing, but you need to continue doing it. Maybe you've been lazy or you haven't been as efficient with it. But anyway, let me give you this. And not this is not a Savvy Business Chick original. This actually came from a message from T.D. Jakes, but it's very, very, very appropriate. Very, very, very appropriate. And I'm actually going to put this in like a community area so for my staff to see. So these are the 10 commandments of working in a hostile working environment. Number 1, know that you are anointed for the job or position you now hold. Yep. Okay, I'll do that. We'll do that so that you can share exactly. So God uses ordinary circumstances as a training ground to perfect our character. Sure, no problem. Hey, so this is for everybody coming in. We're talking about the 10 commandments of working in a hostile working environment. And if you have been experiencing like stress on the job and you're like, what in the world? My supervisor, hey sis, hey beautiful. If you've been experiencing, thanks for joining. If you've been experiencing problems with a manager, you've been trying to go to the next level and maybe you need to look at this and start speaking life into your situation. So number 1, know that you are anointed for the job or position. This is how you know that you are anointed for a job or position. I'm going to turn it around real quick. Put it on the charger. Ask yourself this question. And so this, I'm reading this, like I said, this is my stand. Sorry. I'm reading this but I have my little points that I'm going to make. So number 1 is know that you're anointed for the job or the position you hold. How do you know that you are anointed for the job position you hold? What do people come to you the most for? Think about that. What do people come to you the most for on your current job or position? Do they come to you to solve problems? Do they come to you to be a mediator? Do they come to you because you are really good at this and you are probably frustrated because you're like, why do they come to me? I'm not getting paid for it, but they come to you to solve that problem, to do that because you're really, really, really good at it. So that's why number one is know that you are anointed for the job or position you hold. Use that as a training ground. I heard Tyler Perry say that all of the jobs that he had, you are anointed. All of the jobs that he had before he became like this big, production producer, writer, it helped him to prepare for being who he is now. One of the jobs that he had was a bill collector. He was a bill collector. And this part of the story really inspired me because he said it helped him to learn how to negotiate contracts, negotiate terms for like the buildings and places that he was that he had to rent. So thanks for the hearts again. So my curls are crazy right now. Anyway, number 2, because I have to put it on the stand so it doesn't keep falling. Don't expect to be appreciated. Now, this is kind of tough. It said God values humility and servanthood, not pride and entitlement. So if you're going on a job, if you're at a job and you're like, okay, well, they didn't thank me. I stayed after late. I did this and no one gave me my recognition. No one gave me my credit. Basically, it's saying, sorry, I had a call coming in. Don't expect to be appreciated. It's not about you. It's not about, thanks for joining. It's not about you getting noticed, because number 1 says you are anointed for the job or position. Now let me take you to a quick story. Joseph in the Bible. Remember him? He did such a great thing. Joseph did such a great thing for other people. He solved other people's problems, which I call the original OPP, other people's problems. He helped a servant of the king get back to his status. And he totally forgot about him. The butcher, or was it the butcher or the baker, totally forgot about him. Totally forgot about him. So don't expect to be appreciated. He was expecting the baker to be like, oh man, you saved my life. You told me it was going to happen. But he wasn't valued. So number 2, don't expect to be appreciated. Number 3, embrace opportunities for change. So most of the things that I am reading is talking about really learn change management, learn how to be flexible, learn how to be adaptable. And it says, pray to reach the stage of maturity where you are no longer surprised by change. When change happens, you shouldn't be stuck. I had my staff do 2 months ago an activity called Who Moved My Cheese? Thanks for the hearts. Who moved my cheese? And it's talking all about change, And there were just 2 individuals in the story that they were just stuck. And one in particular, he just could not move. He just kept analyzing the situation. Just like, I can't believe my cheese is still not here. I mean, what am I going to do? And you have to identify when change is taking notes. Me too. This is for me. You have to identify when change is coming, and don't get frozen. Don't be paralyzed when you see change coming. Just learn to quickly adjust, to quickly adapt to change. So it says embrace opportunities for change. When change starts happening, be the first one. The Love Wisdom Talk, thanks, me too. Be the first one to just be like, I'm loving that change. Change is good for me. Create an affirmation where you are accepting change. I appreciate you, Sunny. Number 4, do the job well, remembering the vision. Okay. Always have a spirit of excellence. And it says the secret to performing your duties well where you are is to maintain a vision of where you're headed. Okay. So one of the key qualities, thanks for retweeting it, one of the key qualities of a leader, of a boss, of an entrepreneur, and this is like hashtag rich habits, is having good character. You have to have good character. And so doesn't matter if, and even number 2 said don't expect to be appreciated. Don't do stuff so people can say, oh, she did a really good job. She, do stuff because it is just in your DNA just to be great. So your vision is, look, I'm not going to be here all my life. I'm not going to be working for, I'm not going to be an employee. I'm going to be an owner. I am an owner. If you're reading your affirmations, I am a boss. Now I am a leader. I am a millionaire. So I can't do these things like how I used to. So you're looking ahead and you're saying, okay, I'm doing a good job now because I know when time comes, I'm going to want somebody that's going to do the same thing for me. Number 5, don't let the environment get inside of you. Okay, so the title of this scope, the title is The 10 Commandments of Working in a Hostile Environment. Don't let the environment of gossip, of negativity, of discouragement get inside of you. To counter bad attitudes, behaviors, and gossips, maintain a regular diet of prayer and Bible study. Okay, first thing in the morning, what do you need to do? You need to, get into your meditation, get into your devotion, get into your prayer. I am coming up with a schedule where it's my devotion, my motivational video where I'm listening to it as I'm getting dressed, as I'm making my coffee, and my affirmations. It is a diet. That is a part of my diet. And if you are doing any kind of weight gain, toning, building, then you need a good diet of protein. You need some things that may not taste good right now, but they're good for you. So you need to eat your vegetables in the morning, right? Number 6, increase your capacity to work with difficult personalities. Increase your capacity. Don't say, oh, I can't stand that kind of person, or I can't be around those kind of people. It says too often we only try to fit in and connect with others similar to us. Learn to think outside of the box. Learn to deal with people that's different from you. Why? Because you learn from them. You learn from those experiences. Number 7, where you are is not where you're going. And that kind of ties into number 4. Where you are is not where you're going. Remember that, remember that, remember that. So if you're working in the mailroom, my thought is, but I'm headed to the boardroom. I wasn't designed to stay here in the mailroom. Like I said, think about Joseph. He had a vision, he had a dream that he knew that he was supposed to be like in a palace setting. He was supposed to be in leadership, and that he became. Don't worry about how long it may take. Be peaceful. It says be peaceful while progressive. Number 8, and we only have 2 more after this. Achieve optimal results with minimal confusion. What does that mean? We spend too much time trying to compensate for our weaknesses rather than capitalizing on our strengths. Very key point. Forget about the areas that you are weak at, that sometimes we spend so much time and money on building in the area of our strengths. We just need to focus on our weaknesses. We just need to focus on our strength. If you're strong in a particular area, be amazing. Be a master. Be the expert in that area that you are strong in. And that way you will be known for that. Instead of trying to compensate and build up your areas of, when you're worried about building up your areas that you're weak in, what ends up happening is that you end up thanks for joining. You end up letting your strength just go limp. So we're on number 8 for your 10 commandments of working in a hostile working environment. And if you have been experiencing some challenges at your job, at your job, and you're just frustrated, that's like my sign language coming out. You're just frustrated. Listen to these tips and take them with you. Share with someone else that may be experiencing these problems. So number 8, achieve optimal results with minimal confusion. Thanks for the hearts. What does that mean? It says we spend too much time trying to compensate for our weaknesses rather than capitalizing on our strengths. So here's an activity. Just like how we write down our pros and our cons, write down your strengths and your weaknesses. Write that down. That'll be an action today. Write down your strengths and your weaknesses at work, in your personal life, and focus on your strengths. Don't focus on your weaknesses, focus on your strengths, and learn to build on that and become an expert of that. Number 9, do not pledge allegiance. You know how we pledge allegiance back in school, to cliques and groups. Well, hey. The enemy tempts us with the security of the group and the approval of others. I like the way Joyce Meyer says, don't be a people pleaser. Don't try to be approved or accepted by others. That is going to lead to confusion, which is what number 8 says. Don't try to be accepted because your vision, your dream, your purpose, thanks for the hearts, is different from everybody else. Remember, number 1 says that you are anointed for that job or position. So you don't know how long you're supposed to be there or what is your reason. And that's why you need to also do number 5, which is don't let the environment get inside of you. You need to know, you need to be constantly reminded as things happen. Okay, what am I here for? Okay, let me make sure I'm completing my assignment because I'm not going to be here long. My time may be up soon, and then I'm off to my next assignment, my next level, and hopefully, thanks for tweeting this, hopefully you're off to running your own business. Don't pledge allegiance to cliques and groups. Number 10, everybody. Keep your song near you. Man, this is so good because there's been times where, you know, I've been in business. This is good. Yes, please go back and watch the replay. I'm going to do a recap of all 10 of them, but just to have like the points. Keep a song near you. There's so many times where I have to block out the noise of negativity, block out the noise of confusion, block out the noise of everything else that's going on around me, and I have to get a song, you know, and your song could be anything. I mean, for me, you know, I might put on Kirk Franklin, I Smile. You might put on something about happy. You might put on some crunk music, whatever it is to get you, you know, like if you're going to the gym, you have a song that gets you like going on that elliptical machine. It says when you're spending time. Hey, thanks for joining again. So number 10 is keep your song near you. Like, identify what is a song that you need to play every time you're experiencing like that hard moment that it just triggers and it reminds you. Yep, have a playlist. I have a playlist for my workouts. I have a playlist for my vision board. I have a playlist for my for when I'm just thinking about, you know, money creation, wealth creation. It says spend time in God's presence, study His Word, offer a prayer, and look deep inside yourself to call upon your soul and praise and worship Him. So this is speaking to Christian business owners or Christian employees. But even if you are not saved, if you're not a believer, have a song. Have a song that speaks to you. That, I mean, it's all kinds of beautiful songs that just sing to you, that will just, you know, like Jill Scott, living my life like it's golden. You know, if you guys can let me know any other songs that just really speak to you, that really just motivate you, to remind you that what you're doing right now is not where you're going to be like 6 months from now, 1 year from now. One of my friends, she just told me that she is officially, she has put in her resignation for her job, and her last day is the end of this month. And I was pleasantly surprised because we had been talking about it, and it was a source of fear for her, I believe, and now she's off doing it. Thanks for joining. She is off doing it. And so just remember, like how it says, you know, what did it say? What number was that? Number 7 says where you are is not where you're going. So don't worry about what's going on right now. Where you are is not where you're going. And you know, things are going to change, but you can't just allow yourself to just get overwhelmed by your environment. You have to take over. You have to conquer your environment, and like it says, don't let it get inside of you. So I'm just going to go back over all 10 really quick, but I suggest that you you guys watch the replay, get all of my notes from that, and share it, because this is a time where some people, they may be losing work. They may be experiencing some really hard times on their job, and this is just to remind you that there are 10 commandments, there are 10 rules to dealing with a hostile working environment. Number 1, know that you are anointed for the job or position you hold. Number 2, don't expect to be appreciated. Number 3, embrace opportunities for change. Number 4, do the job well while remembering the vision. Number 5, don't let the environment get inside of you. One of my favorites. Number 6, sorry, doing my sign language. Increase your capacity to work with difficult people. Very important. Number 7, where you are is not where you're going. Number 8, achieve optimal results with minimal confusion. Number 9, do not pledge allegiance to cliques and groups. And number 10, keep your song near you. Thank you, Sunny. So this is just my Wednesday wisdom, hashtag Wednesday wisdom tip for you, and I hope you guys enjoying it. And remember, my only assignment for you today is, like it says, number 8 says achieve optimal results with minimal confusion. Write down your strengths and your weaknesses, but focus on your strengths. Focus on building that and become an expert with that, and have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great life. Bye.